Imagine boarding a normal flight, a routine journey, a normal night, 239 people sitting inside a massive passenger aircraft, not knowing that they were about to become part of one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history. No warning, no distress call, no confirmed crash site, no clear explanation. Just a plane that disappeared into the darkness. More than 10 years later, one question still remains. What really happened to Flight MH370? Welcome to the Mystery Vault. Tonight, we uncover the mystery of the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370, the final flight. The date was March 8, 2014. Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 was preparing for a routine journey from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to Beijing, China. On board were 239 people, passengers traveling for business, families returning home, and travelers beginning new chapters of their lives. The aircraft was a Boeing 777, one of the safest and most advanced passenger planes ever built. The captain, Sahari Ahmad Shah, was an experienced pilot with thousands of hours in the sky. The first officer, Fariq Abdul Hamid, was also trained and qualified for the flight. Everything appeared completely normal. At 12:41 a.m., MH370 left Kuala Lumpur International Airport. The aircraft climbed into the night sky, beginning what should have been an ordinary journey. But nobody knew this would be the last time the world would ever see the aircraft. The last communication for almost an hour, the flight continued normally. Air traffic controllers monitored its movement. The passengers were flying toward their destination, unaware that something mysterious was about to happen. Then, at 1:19 a.m., the cockpit sent a routine message. "Good night, Malaysian 370, a simple goodbye." That would become the final communication from the aircraft. Minutes later, the aircraft's communication system stopped responding. The plane disappeared from civilian radar. At first, authorities believed it could be a technical failure. But then, military radar revealed something shocking. MH370 had not simply disappeared. It had changed direction. The aircraft turned west, away from its planned route, and began flying back across Malaysia. The mysterious turn. This unexpected movement created the biggest questions. Why did Flight MH370 turn around? Was there a technical problem? Was someone controlling the aircraft? Or did something happen inside the plane? Investigators discovered something even more surprising. Satellite data showed that the aircraft continued flying for several more hours, long after it disappeared from normal radar. Its final path appeared to lead toward the southern Indian Ocean, one of the most isolated places on Earth, a place where finding a missing aircraft would be extremely difficult. The biggest search operation. The world began one of the largest searches in aviation history. Countries from across the globe joined together. Military aircraft searched the skies. Ships crossed thousands of kilometers of ocean. Submarines searched beneath the waves. Advanced satellite technology was used. But day after day, the search teams found nothing. No aircraft, no survivors, no clear answers. Only a growing mystery. For the families of those on board, every passing day brought more uncertainty. They waited, hoping for news, hoping for answers. But the ocean remained silent. The first clue. More than a year passed. Then, in July 2015, a discovery was made on Reunion Island, near Madagascar. A piece of aircraft debris had washed ashore. Experts examined the object and confirmed something important. It came from a Boeing 777, the same type of aircraft as MH370 later. More pieces of debris were discovered in different areas around the Indian Ocean. This proved that the aircraft had most likely ended in the ocean. But the biggest pieces of evidence were still missing. The main wreckage and the flight recorders had never been found. The black box mystery. Inside every passenger aircraft are flight recorders, often called black boxes. They store important information including flight data and cockpit recordings. Finding these devices could reveal exactly what happened during the final moments of MH370. But the search area was enormous. The Indian Ocean is deep, dark, and extremely difficult to explore. The black boxes remained hidden, and without them, the final moments of the flight stayed unknown. Theories behind the disappearance. Over the years, many theories have been suggested, but no explanation has ever been proven. One theory suggests a serious technical failure occurred. The aircraft may have continued flying automatically until it eventually ran out of fuel. Another theory suggests someone deliberately changed the aircraft's route. The disabled communication systems and unusual flight path have caused many people to question what happened inside the aircraft. Some believe the truth may be something completely different, something investigators have not yet discovered. But without the wreckage, every theory remains incomplete. The questions that remain even today. The biggest questions remain unanswered. Why did MH370 change direction? Who turned off the communication systems? What happened during the final hours of the flight? And where is the aircraft now? Every clue creates new questions. Every theory creates new possibilities. And that is why MH370 continues to capture the world's attention. Because this is not just a story about a missing airplane, it is a mystery involving hundreds of lives. Why MH370 still matters. The disappearance of flight MH370 changed aviation forever. It showed the world that, even with modern technology, some mysteries can still remain hidden. A massive passenger aircraft carrying 239 people could disappear without a trace. Families were left waiting. Researchers continued searching, and the world continued asking, what really happened? Even today, new searches are discussed, new technology is developed, and many still hope that one day, the truth will finally be discovered. Was MH370 lost because of a tragic accident? Was someone responsible for its disappearance? Or is the answer still hidden somewhere beneath the endless ocean? More than a decade later, Flight MH370 remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in history. A plane vanished, 239 people disappeared, and the world is still waiting for answers. What do you think happened to Flight MH370? Share your theory in the comments below. If you enjoy unsolved mysteries, forgotten stories, and real-life disappearances, subscribe to the Mystery Vault, because behind every mystery, there is a story.